Forgetting how you left things when you're off the boat for a while can lead to expensive mistakes, like maybe starting the engine without opening the raw water seacock. But you don't have to just rely on your memory. Hi there, I'm Carolyn Sherlock, and on this episode of the Boat Galley Podcast, I'll share one simple tip to help you avoid mistakes, no matter how bad your memory is. First, though, let's talk about today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast and its sponsor. That's Marine Electronics Advisor, a service from SeaTech Systems. Get unlimited expert advice as you upgrade and maintain your boat's electronics and communication systems. Got questions about how to install your new AIS? Want to know if that on-sale radar will talk to your chart plotter? How to configure your new Wi-Fi extender? Embarking on a full electronics refit? The Marine Electronics Advisor has you covered. Use code BOATGALLEY for an exclusive $100 off your first month subscription. Visit ctech.systems/DIY to learn more. Marine Electronics Advisor, the ultimate subscription consulting service for the DIY boat owner. Okay, let's talk about remembering how you left it. Storing your boat for a bit, whether it's for the off-season, visiting family for the holidays, or any of 100 other good reasons. The question always, what will I forget about how I stored it? We joke and call it Cruiseheimers, but it can be a serious problem. If you close the seacock to the engine and forget to open it before starting it up, you can burn up the engine. That hurts. Forgetting that the water maker has pickling solution in it can contaminate your whole water supply. Turning on the freshwater pump while the valve for the water tank is closed will cause the pump to run forever and burn out. Forgetting that you turn down the float voltage on the solar charger so as not to overcharge the batteries while stored means that they won't be fully recharged as you're using them. I can go on and on with examples. Dave and I are at least as forgetful as most boaters. But so far, knock on wood, we've never had a serious screw-up when recommissioning the boat. The reason? Well, I credit Dave and his background in heavy industry. We tag everything that isn't left in its normal operating condition. We also note any changes we've made for storing the boat in the maintenance log, but that's more to remind us next time of what all we need to do. We also keep checklists on the computer. Tagging things right where we'll be looking when we go to use them ensures that we'll see the note at the critical moment. And when something is returned to its normal condition, we remove the tag. Now, our tags are nothing fancy. Most of them are just pieces of blue tape with a note written in a Sharpie. Breaker switches that shouldn't be turned on without a particular action taken have a piece of tape placed right over them. The water maker output hose, you have to realize the first step for us in making water is to put it in that little output hose into a jar for testing. Well, we tag that with a reminder about the pickling. And we also tag it that the pre-filter needs to be replaced. The engine key is tagged with a reminder to open the seacock, and on and on. Now, as a side note, we did exactly the same thing at our house when we were cruising only part years. That way, we knew everything there too, I suggested. Now, that's not a problem any longer. We sold the house about 6 years ago, and we're once again full-time live-aboard cruisers. Anyways, however you do it, tag everything you possibly can so that you don't end up with an expensive replace or repair proposition. Thanks for listening to the Boat Galley Podcast. If you find our tips helpful, please share the love. Help others find us by leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. And if you want to tell your friends about it, we'd love that too.